Yo, yo. Alright, we're back. Had to go here. Alright, well, that's a different stream now. That's unfortunate. Still getting the same stuff. I checked my settings and they're actually all good. So it might just be internet today. My internet might just be dying. Alright, well, hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. Sorry about that. But we'll just continue. We will just continue. I don't think there's much I can really do about it. Hopefully it just kind of works itself out once it stabilizes.
It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine.
Yeah, nothing happened, right?
Between the machine
Yeah, nothing really changed. They're just talking about the court here. But yeah, like my settings were fine, but I guess my internet's just being wacky because the outage this morning. A little unfortunate.
The Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too?
The Oratrice?
Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Hold on. YouTube says we're like good, but it keeps dipping a little bit.
Easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance.
Should have made our appointment while we were in one step.
She has any time slots available.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No.
You can't gift a
Lady
membership?
Farina seldom
That's weird.
takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make
I
an
wonder
appointment
why.
is simply because she's
Oh
incredibly
no, I gotta edit all the settings
That's
again.
right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face
There we go.
with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
And then we can do this. Turn off this. And save. I don't know why, but you manually have to opt in. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, okay. So that's what I was talking about like last stream. You have to like manually opt in to like the whole gift sub thing, which is mind-boggling. I have no like why do they have to do that? That's such like a bad way to do it. When I remember when I was like watching some sort of YouTube stream or something, and then I was like, Don't mind those black bars, by the way. It's because I'm on another window, so I have to like tab out in a weird way. Yeah, I was watching this other stream, and they're like, "Oh, gift subs is like a thing now," and I was like, "Is it?" And I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I couldn't for a while, and then I learned that I had to like opt in, and I was like, "What is going on?" It's so weird. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. I'm learning there's other things I don't know about. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm finding features. There we go. Okay. Back to business. Seems like we stabilized for the most part. Seems like the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon.
I think we get it. Thank you. At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
I think it's funny the Opera House is also the court.
Who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we. Hey, what are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there? Standing alone for quite some time.
Huh?
Oh, Lynette.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
What?
Maybe we better go check on her.
Is that a bad thing? Like, just getting in the water, bro? Opted in because people don't know it exists. Yeah, that's exactly the point. It's like, we rolled out this new feature and told, like, nobody, and you have to opt in manually, by the way. Super bad implementation.
Hello there. Excuse me.
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself.
Oh, okay.
I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
In the desert? Or over there?
You're pointing at the sea.
Oh, right.
Are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
I do know a little bit about this
We
lore.
call the waters around Fontaine a sea.
Yes.
It's actually just an inland
This
lake
is filled.
that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now it's been
That's
completely
right, Fontaine
submerged.
floods.
He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
When we get back to studying, have a great day. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Ev. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and hope those studies go well. I'm awful at studying, so hopefully it goes well for you.
We've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, shit.
Oh, and you are?
It's the king of femboys.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
They're really doing the, like,
Allow
Eula
me
camera
to
angles on them.
introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
This is definitely a case where they named the boy first, like the parents. The parents named the boys first, and they're like, oh, he has a twin, too. Lynette. You know?
We were just talking with your sister.
Wait a minute.
Even though we didn't
Does she have, like,
know
a...
what she was saying.
Like a highlight of green on her hair? I haven't noticed that at all.
I see. It's unusual.
Oh
for
no,
Lynette
stream
to be
quality's
so
back to
willing
poor.
talk
This might be a
with
short
me.
stream then
In
today.
fact, she seldom
Unfortunately.
speaks at
Hopefully
all.
it evens out, but...
I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Because you steal all my lines. Yeah, Paimon, you talk too much.
So that's how you think it is?
Yeah, come on, get Zach to do some more work.
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now.
Dude, this waterfall is so pretty.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now. Where to begin?
Okay.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't...
He's like, yeah, who are you and where are you from? Because it clearly isn't here. Oh, no, no. Okay, okay.
Hello, traveler.
He probably knows who we are. We're like famous in Fontaine. You know what I mean? Because that's what the girl from the Steambird said in that one patch.
Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends.
What?
You should remember it. It might prove useful.
What? Wait, so you shake the hand of one and not the other? What's the etiquette?
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please,
Bro, stream
follow me.
bitrate is such a nosedive right now. That's so tragic. Damn, that really sucks. Oh, do they want me to activate walk mode? I think I disabled walk mode.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh, already? We're already seeing the Archon? Usually it takes a while. Yo, who is this? Still looks okay to me? Okay. I keep getting all the warning signs like, your stream is dying! I got this like big yellow bar that YouTube's telling me. I have it small though. Yeah, I was pulling it up on my phone to check too, and it didn't look that great. Like I couldn't get the quality to go up, so I'm
Looking for him.
unsure what it's
My
really
dear
outputting.
people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your
I love her outfit. It's super cute. You know, the era that was when I was a teenager that existed of anime characters with smaller top hats, that era really died. And I'm glad it's being brought back right now.
Have journeyed here from distant lands.
Okay.
Is she talking about us?
How did she know we were here? Nobody here seems to be holding a glass. That's weird. Yeah. Odd.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
She's got such a sweet fit.
There is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course,
I love the eyes too.
seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the
Focalor?
nation of
That is
Hydra
not how I would have pronounced that.
and acknowledge the
That's why we're
value
playing in
and
English.
significance rejoice in this.
Finding the archive is easy enough, right?
Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few days.
Yeah, usually we have to like
The Hydra
do
Archon
something
was-
crazy before we meet the Archon.
How should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Ahem. Miss Hydra Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic
She's so condescending.
understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the
This is my favorite god.
abilities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a
She's
god?
so condescending for
All
no
it
reason.
takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise!
I like this outfit.
Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
How did I not notice that this random blonde guy had to be the legendary blonde
Is
traveler?
there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler.
Oh my god, I love this guy's voice. This guy is like standard NPC like all the time. Whoever this voice actor is, they make him like the standard NPC.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes,
Farina.
but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to
Oh my
all of
god,
you.
dude.
I have determined that there will be an epic duel.
Yo, we're fighting already. We're
Traveler
fighting already.
from
Let's
another
go.
land, just as you were hoping to see.
She knows what I'm here for.
She wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Yeah, you know, I'm tired of being friends with all the gods. It's time again. I got a resume. Bring the Electro Girl out first, though. In the back there.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Yeah, you know who I am.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clara.
I wonder if anybody
I
in
admire his
here
bravery.
is going to
You
be
have the
a
courage
fencer,
to draw
because
their sword
fencing
against a god.
fencing is like
He is
that
obviously
originates in
a
France, right?
warrior.
I could be totally wrong about that, but
Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Aranias, criminals are all
I also want everybody to know all of the NPC names that they've shown so far. I have no idea how to pronounce their names.
I see. Then, as the god of justice,
This
I
French
shall
region
place
is going to
the traveler
obliterate me.
in another kind of duel. A duel in court.
All right.
L-
Now
Lec-
that'll be
Lector?
worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all.
Etienne?
Such a
Maybe?
grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's
I mean, they did it in the Three Musketeers, so surely.
A little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We literally just got here, bro.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it? According to Fontaine law,
I love her
no
hair
one
highlights
is
too.
permitted to
And you
release
know
any
she's gonna be
live
HP
objects
scaling.
Within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty.
Paimon's the
of
flying
all
object,
things
isn't she?
wrong, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
I feel like she made that up.
Obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely. Now,
Dang, bro.
you two have no
Got called a
objection.
flying object.
Then, in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny. Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny.
My beloved citizen.
I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do
This
you
god is so outrageous. I love it.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the
Dude, this guy's
responsibility
outfit
of
is
saving the
crazy.
show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Oh, what?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
When he patted you on the back? He was planting. Oh, whoa. I missed that shot. It looks like he's straight up grabbing Paimon's butt.
As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got...
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh? I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
This is so silly, bro.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can
I need this
finally be
Archon in my
called
party sooner rather than later.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Oh, should I bring Venti over?
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
That was like the fastest runtime of meeting a god.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Thanks for bailing us out,
Don't
Lenny.
mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be
I
my
love the
first time
really big
performing on
bow
the
on
most
Lynette.
prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances.
That's
To
so
the people
good.
of Fontaine, the line between a
Uh,
trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
It's kind of funny.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Of course, man.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh,
They really gave the homie
we
the
don't
thigh
have
highs, though.
anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the opera house anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. You really mean it? This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help.
The
me
soundtrack is
distribute them to the
really,
people
really good
here.
too. So far for Fontaine in the background here.
What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine.
Okay.
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice
like this
holds
drawing.
trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Okay.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
I wonder if that has to do with like
There are
the
lots of guesses.
thing we like started to
Some say that
learn
the
in
ancestors of
Sumeru,
Fontaine stole the
where
power of
like
the seas and
the gods
stirred its
kind of
wrath.
dunked on all the dragons, and that's how like basically everything was
Others
born.
say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can
Oh.
only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now.
So
lie
this is
beneath
why
sea.
the French
Many
sin.
people carry on with their lives as before.
That's
and shrug
actually
it
so
off as
funny.
a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore
The sin of
possibility,
being French.
which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
This guy's just got like a just handing out pocket dimensions basically.
It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Okay. It'd be funny if like our performance during this random quest had consequences, and if I wasn't able to give like Etienne here a magic pocket, he literally dies like later in the story.
You're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's
But
reasonable.
please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Oh, is that why this is so tall? For when it goes underwater? But wait, if all of this goes underwater, then what happens over there? I wonder if they'll ever do that.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
This guy is so
No,
cop-coded,
I
it's
believe in
crazy.
prophecy, but I also believe in another others.
It's just the stash.
The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one
All right.
with the ocean. And
What is this
couldn't
name?
live apart from it.
Auguro? Auguro? Or Azero? Azero, maybe? Ugh.
As time wore on,
I'm gonna struggle here.
people
It's gonna be
desired
worse
to
than
live on
Sumeru.
land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes
It'll
us
be
all,
like we're going
it'll be
home?
like we're going home.
Real mermaids before?
We hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die.
You're not gonna grow gills, homie.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
That's a weird way to think about that, Chief. He's like, you know, being dissolved in the water sounds kind of sick. I think homie should see a doctor.
Huh?
Boat
I don't
captain
want that
Galath
The way
Galathy?
I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You
Okay.
should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Okay. There he is.
Oh, you already handed out
I love the
all of
blue on the
magic
Traveler. It's such a
pockets?
perfect blue.
That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some... yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so...
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Okay. Romaritime flowers. I assume it's these things?
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Uh-oh. Maybe I should get a Cocomelon. No, that's fine. Never get C1 Yolan. You'll never be able to play her the same way again. You'll never be able to play this game the same way
I can
again.
tell you're an experienced
You'll never be able to
trophy.
take her out of the party.
I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today.
Power
Otherwise, I
saving
fear
mode
I
today?
may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine.
Wait a minute. They're twins, yeah? So is he a cat boy or not?
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her?
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Dang, bro. Stole from him. Yo, what up, Zintain? Zintain?
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All
Okay.
right, let's go.
We're going up there?
Take it easy.
Wait, how do I get to the lift? There we go. Going up. They got elevators in Fontaine. They're really on that high-end tech. Oh, random funny story while we're in the elevator here. I was editing a video yesterday. I was editing a video for a Kafka build guide for Star Rail. And I remembered that I had actually made and edited an entire Blade build guide for Honkai Star Rail as well. And I just never uploaded it. But now I think it's a little too late. But I was like halfway through editing it and I was like, wait a minute, didn't I make a Blade one? And then I did. And I was like, oh my god. But hopefully I can finish the Kafka one today and get that posted tomorrow or something. But I thought that was funny. Get ready to stop her. She's booking it.
Oh no, did she notice us?
Finish your primo farming for the day? Nice. I'm excited to explore Fontaine. I've heard Fontaine's one of the most enjoyable places to explore so far.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
But there's no sign of the thief.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah,
Okay.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to...
No, that was all. Anyway, I should be going now.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Rip ankle.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our...
You're right, you're right. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Okay. We finally going to Fontaine? Ride the aquabus to the court of Fontaine. Okay.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty
So
convenient.
it's like a
but the
monorail,
ride
but
can
water?
become a little dull after a while. The scenery
Or I guess
is
a
always
train.
the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave.
Oh, is he
Let's
the
get on
older
board.
brother? I thought they were twins. Got 3 intertwined fates today. Nice. Oh, yo, it's Charlotte. Is she sleeping? Or she just out of breath?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I'd never guessed.
Yo, we're actually
you'd
moving
be
in the
riding
background
the
too. This is
Aquabus.
cool.
In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions.
What if the Hydro Archon is just like a
The
big
great
fan of ours?
magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't.
So
know who
they've been
were.
like tracking our
It's a pleasure
movements.
to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar
Yo, this
place.
background is doing it for me too. This is so
What have you
nice.
been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For
Mm.
example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how
True.
a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Serial disappearances?
These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
Is that a Sumeru tree in the
That's
background?
right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
Yo, so
Many
they just
suspects
go
have been
on?
arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Wait, are they trying to do like a Phantom of the Opera type thing?
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
I think it's really cool we're just on the boat and it's
I
going.
just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
I like how nonchalant she is.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Okay. Okay, soundtrack's really kicking in. This place is pretty crazy looking. This looks wild.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this. Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly. I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late. Okay. Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya! Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time. What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
It's an interesting way to frame it,
Where should we
Paimon.
go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to see like your homie or whatever.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Okay. Okay. City kind of popping off right now. So this is the city. Where's our waypoint? Is it behind me? Is it above though? I want to make sure to get this waypoint for the map. I'll go up. Because worst case, I could always jump down, right? There it is.
Take it easy.
Court of Fontaine. Oh, so is this the where the court or whatever is? Thank you very much. Oh my god. The city has so many teleport points. Yeah, that's how you know it's huge. Oh, this is where the boss is? Okay, noted. I will likely be going over there at some point. We'll start your quest eventually, Virgil. Oh my god, this city is actually huge. This is the first, like, real city I feel like they've done. Like, this is a very big city. I saw this is a food place. Give me the recipes, please. Thank you. Fanta. Il est flottante? I don't know. Coffee beans. Conch Madeline. Or Madeline? I don't know. Oh boy. The abs. Wait.
The tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
Oh, esteemed Eudix? We're just not going to talk about these people? They're so cute. I wonder if we'll meet one in the story and they'll be like, ah, this is a race of people that if only had a body like Seagulls, maybe I go underwater? She's a companion artist, but as a human, she welcomes friends with too big a word. Oh no. I gotta turn off auto if I want to read these. These watered by the Phantom, so they probably wouldn't want to see uniformed medicines. It's too late for me to change jobs. Never too late to start. So to do work for Marchose. There's no way I'm gonna pronounce these words, dude. Everyone has their own strengths to utilize and duties to reform. I guess it's probably in order of life. I'm gonna have to watch one of those YouTube videos like how to pronounce everything in Fontaine. They give me a blue book for that? It's quite nice of them.
This is our current abode.
Okay.
Ah, Fremine. You're home.
Femine.
Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Ooh, Fremine's the one whose design I actually really liked.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Yeah, Fremine looks cool.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be
Is he
returning
on?
soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Is he on one of the banners? Or is that next patch?
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a dive.
Is it a requirement in your family to wear these shorts with the belts going up? 'Cause I'm sensing it is.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Yo, his are shorter. Wait. No, they're the same height. It just looks shorter because of the thigh highs.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I think it's a requirement to have these like belts around your legs that go up in this family. That's what I'm sensing.
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
Housework?
Oh, before
Suspicious.
I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to...
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll...
Okay. Random rain.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being
How's
held in
Fontaine
the
so far?
Upper House,
I've taken the game, but I haven't played it after that.
it'll clear up
It's pretty
soon
cool.
enough.
We just got into the city, and the city is huge.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the Hydro Dragon. Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Could the Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Was she gonna scream when you said?
Hydro
Oh, okay,
Dragon,
of course she
Hydro
is.
Dragon, don't cry.
Of course she is.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro.
After some time, the rain stops. We just stood out here the whole
Been for
time?
longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the opera house.
Wait, I thought the opera house was in the city. Is it? It's not?
Oh, are you
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there.
Beaumont?
I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Okay.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Okay.
Oh, no need.
I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, dude, city is huge. This is so cool. Oh, is it? Oh, that's where the teleport was. Oh, is this the blacksmith too? So if the blacksmith's here, usually how they design the city, the Adventurers Guild isn't far.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to
Oh, she
buy,
looks cool.
or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
What's up, Estelle?
No, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making...
These must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount.
That's nice.
But they insisted on paying the full amount.
Oh, dang.
Saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Where are they getting that funding?
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Is that just smack the molten? That's
Why
awesome.
use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
She said those nerds in the other regions using their hammers couldn't be me.
Where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium.
Indemnitium?
It's a type of energy
Okay.
that's produced from trials.
Indemnitium. That's gonna be tough.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in
Okay,
justice
casual.
and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
Oh man, this region is gonna destroy me. Nope, can't even try. Not even gonna try.
Another function is?
The
Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by...
Oh, I'll just pronounce it like Paimon. I'll just be like the white guy. The Oratrice.
But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Ventian Hidabusen.
Yeah, so that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
Pneumosia?
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Conferrie of Cabriere by next month? Why...
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
I like that they like make this NPC like copy and paste that they do like always the bad guy.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials.
You're just gonna leave her? Bro, that's so...
Hey, hold on.
Yo, child!
Go around trying to collect payments. Why don't you settle your own debts first?
Ooh, he's the debt collector guy. I forgot.
If Confrere of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Uh-oh. Yo, bestie child's here.
From Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
He says the same thing. That's so funny.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are
That guy was so scared.
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now,
The ones who always seem to find trouble, he's like, yes, they're here. The pot is always stirred when they're here, which means I can fight. That is 100% his motivation right now.
Things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here is
I still remember that event where Child got trapped in that like combat place for 3 days, and he was like, yes, this is awesome.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Are you kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to listen to me, boy? If you want your mora, fine.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
He's talking about his brothers and sisters.
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to
He's
pay
going
up
to
now.
annihilate these guys.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
He's just gonna walk back. They're gonna be like on the floor. Oh, I get to play as Child? Sick.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Wait a minute. What weapon do they have on them? They have the Polar Star. Of course they do. I saw that in the brief, like, elemental burst thing. Classic Child. Random Child trial right there. Oh wait, he's in one of the Wish events this update. I forgot. That makes sense.
Staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank. Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Huh?
What? His Hydra just went away? What an animation that was.
Huh. That was weird.
Wait, his Hydra just went away? What was that?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it.
Well, you shouldn't use your delusion that often. Maybe it's because of your delusion that your vision's acted up.
I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself.
I wonder what's going on with his vision.
there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me.
Wait, what?
And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Wait, what?
Maybe you losing
Oh,
control
is the
of your
delusion
vision just
consuming
now
him?
is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
Oh, right. He does have that lore to
During
him,
that
too.
time, I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Okay.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
Interesting. I feel like there's got to be something special about him.
One
Then.
time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Okay, so something's going on with child. I wonder what. Okay, that's very interesting.
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a
When I had
dream I saw
fallen
when
into
I had
that
just
abyss.
fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When
We fought against you before. You summoned a huge whale.
huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the
Yeah, that one.
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers.
Fair.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
Power inside of you is connected to your incident
So
in the
why don't you
abyss.
just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
Yeah, did you meet your master in the abyss, by the way? That sounds a little crazy.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Huh.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of...
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
So there's definitely something going on with him. That's very interesting. I'm really excited to see where that goes.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist?
Yep, in Fontaine,
Ooh.
before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Oh, that's cool.
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point.
Ooh. So I imagine that's
engaging in such a duel is regarded
that's
as
what
a
that
symbol of
part is
defending
referring
your
to.
honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
Interesting.
So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with.
That's why I
which is
was wanting to
exactly
fight them.
why
Okay.
I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today,
Chlorinde.
is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for...
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere
Oh, she was the one in the background?
Oh, before I forget,
That's cool.
I want you to have this.
Wait, is that his vision?
Huh?
What?
Your vision?
What?
You're seriously just giving it
he said, shit don't work, whatever.
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my
You
goal,
kind of need
so
that, dog.
I think I'll be better off without it for now.
You kind of need that, dog. No, take your vision.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
What?
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Okay, bro.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
So we just have his vision now? Child really trusts us.
Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well
It's so
walk
funny.
around
We're
and
like,
see the city before
Child's like our bestie. Whatever, you know. Fatui Harbinger, it's chill.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's
The
all.
murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Paimon never saw that twist coming.
Hey, you didn't like the isekai novels in Inazuma? Paimon, come on.
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing.
Oh, she's into
Both have their
whodunits.
merits, but Paimon thinks
Not a
this
true
style of
degen.
novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
Was I just standing here while you were reading a whole novel?
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's Linny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Okay. Aquabus time, I guess. Do I have a teleport point near that? Wait, where am I? Oh, there I am. This city's big. Music popping off in the background for no reason. Alright, that sounds good. Light and shadow weave a tapestry of dreams, and reality merge and collide. Can you see through it and find the true hidden by the magic? Hotel de Nord notice. Tonight, the most dazzling twin stars of the Court Fontaine shall reveal the secret. This isn't the This is the Hotel de Bord? This is the hotel? Okay. I guess it's just an advertisement for the performance. We gotta get over there, up there. Oh my god. How do we do that? Do we do it via elevator? Oh my god, this city's so big.
Take it easy.
I'm gonna imagine we go through there and there's gonna be like an elevator. Oh, the city is very pretty. Wait a minute. There's a layer below here too? Oh man. They took verticality. They learned all their verticality stuff in Sumeru and they're like, yeah, we're applying it to Fontaine. The city. Member of the guards. She has a guard dog. Oh my god, that's so cute. I will get this teleporter point. Might as well. Save myself some future headache. Ooh, never mind. I don't have Kazuon. I have to go the annoying way. This is the best overworld team. Alright. We'll take what I assume is an elevator over here. See if we can get to the Aquabus. Aquabus information clerk. We'll come back to you. I'm gonna BRB. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. All right. I'm back. Got myself a drink as well. Let's see here. We good? Stream's been a little wacky today for connection wise. Ooh. Man, there's actually quite a huge delay right now. I'll have to figure that out. Oh well. We'll continue. Let's go on up. Oh, the lift isn't here. Okay. They just don't want me to get squashed. Here's the elevator. I picked a random floor. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was just going to be like a one thing, but I guess this is tall enough. Hopefully it brings us to the right one. I think maybe this one? I think it's a floor below. Wait for the aquabus. So we get on like this. Oh, cute, Elfane. How do you do? Immediately. Oh, okay. Can I talk to you? No?
Welcome to the Navi Alliance.
Oh, it's voiced.
I am
Cute.
Elfan. Your
Elfan.
boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside.
Oh, there's the Adventurers Guild.
The Aquabus operates. is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird.
Oh, I don't read it myself. This is a very funny conductor.
The destination of the current tour is...
Yo, what is that?
Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Ooh.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the
So
south.
Research Institute?
Experiment gone wrong turned a new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a
Whoa.
wondrous thing. We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens.
Melusine hands are not suitable for
Please
grasping
be careful when
pens.
disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
This is so cute. I love it. I hope we get like a person to voice whenever we take. I will unironically take this tram or the aquabus. That's so cute. I love that. Complete a cruise. Hear about the prophecy. This is mail. Farzan's birthday? Nice. This is the event right next to us here. We'll do that some other time. Ooh, rainbow rose. There's this cute little bird. Boulet fruit? Ooh. What's this? Oh, is this like the Sumerian thing? Can I control this? Oh. Neat. More rainbow roses. I feel like I gotta collect all these. Oh, the like world boss is nearby here, yeah? Yeah, look at that. So this is the opera house. Opera Epiclese. And then the boss is like right next to you. Okay. I'll have to fight them for Lynette mats. Sorry. Ooh, right in the fountain. That's so pretty. This might be my favorite region already. It's just, its design is going. It's going hard right now. What's this? Mystical crystal construct seems to have originally been designed to test the dampness of its surroundings, but it seems that it can only detect its own dampness and react accordingly. In situations where it is continually affected by hydro, maybe something nice and unexpected might occur. So it wants me to... Okay, I think I understand. Where you at? Where's the MC? There it is.
This world is
It
full.
wants me to continually play Hydra. Also, side note, I've realized there's seems to be some sort of crazy delay on stream. Oh, I annihilated that bird. I was like, where did I get energy particles? Wait, so do I need to be like... Does that go far enough? I don't think, yeah, I don't think it's reaching. Okay. We'll stand in the middle point. Oh. Oh. I see. I see. Okay. I was supposed to just put them in the water. I thought I was gonna have to like continually apply it hydro with both. But side note, yeah, there seems to be a kind of a crazy delay on stream right now.
Let's go get
So just as a
ourselves some
forewarning, if I don't seem to be responding quickly or anything. I checked on my phone and it's quite far behind where I seem to be on the live settings, so I don't know what that's about. I imagine it's because my internet's being a little wacky today. But whatever. Maybe I'll do another stream this week because I really wanted to stream for like a while today. But internet's just being wacky with it. Wait a minute. I'm gonna check something. Okay. I wanted to check which internet I was connected to. Like if I was on the standard or like the 5G one or whatever.
Let's move out. Let's move out.
Cool.
We should make the most of these supplies.
Oh, Kokumi would be really good here because she can constantly apply Hydra, right?
Gotcha.
She'll be really good in this region then. This cute little doggy. Alright. I am really liking the region so far. This is very pretty. Oh my god. They have like a whole fountain feature thing going on. This is so pretty. Harvestable rainbow roses around. This is part of the event, I think. Might as well just do it. Yeah. And this is the boss. Might as well do a round of the boss real quick. And then I can let it respawn while I start the next part of the quest. Hopefully this team is fine. I don't know their mechanic at all. Is this... Are they ice skating? Can I not? Clockwork Mecha dedicated to the art of dance, but after I checked the project, I'm also added my understanding of Pneumosia. As you can see, not only are they good at dancing, but also highly capable fighters. You're a dirge of Copelia and nemesis of Copelis. Okay, they explained this in like a hot tip, and I didn't understand it. It's like some of these creatures have like elements or something, and if I have to hit them with the opposite or something. I don't know. Next up are fantastical performances to be delivered by Clockwork Mecha Copelia and Copelis, brought to you by Oh my god! Before you begin the challenge, you must speak with Malidar and select the play you are challenging. So it changes the material? Dirge Copelia, play with the OSHA Charge Clockwork Mecha Copelia as the protagonist. Alternatively, Nemesis Copelia is the charge emitted by the protagonist Copelis and Numa. Oh my god, this region's gonna kill me. The eventual resources claimed from the Leyline Blossom after completing this will also differ based on which challenge you select. Okay. I need this one. Dirge or Nemesis? Wait, I'm gonna have to reread that. Because I need the like purple one or whatever, right? Wait, where'd it go? No. 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 What? It's not a... Okay, it doesn't exist anymore? Sick. Okay. Yeah, this is great. Okay, here it is. I assume it's Nemesis just from the order that they're showing me here? But they actually don't really tell you which one is which? Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Oh, it just starts it? I should read this. Next up is fantastical performance delivered in the Clockwork Copelia. The climax of the Copelias will halt the center and dance floor and expose its artifice clockwork component charged with them, and thereby drastically increasing the efficacy of its exertions, granting him a shield and generating 3 frost hearts. During this phase, using OSHA-imbued attacks will effectively break his shield and overload him, thus progressing the performance. I don't know what any of that means, bro. Hopefully just big damage means we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Flicker. Process of elimination.
Seems like that'll work. Just do big damage and ignore mechanic. Sick, sick. You'll love to see it. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, so I have to do the other one. Also, pretty good feather. So I need the dirge then. Wait, do these guys respawn instantly then? Because I have to like talk to this guy? Wait, what did he say? Okay, so I do have to wait for the respawn. Okay. Okay, so not Nemesis. The other one is what I need for her. And the one I just got, I imagine, is for Linny then. Noted. Icewind Suite? Yes, these guys. And I need these. Lumiduce belt? Lumiduce? I don't know. Luxurious perfumes. Oh, getting Linny mats might be a little bit difficult. I have to figure out what any of those are first. Also, I think I did something for the event here. I did. Excellent. Guess I've done stuff for this as well. Ooh. Wait, did these just tell me where to find these? Usually seen within damp and wet environs. So it'll be at a different locale than here. I will also need to unlock this at some point. No, not this. This. I need this is underwater. Okay, well that is very interesting. We will think about that later. Let's do the quest for now.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Vache?
What's wrong?
Hmm?
Vache.
It's always us, man. Being a descender is a hard life.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water
Hi,
flowing
Lynette.
through Fontaine converges
I like
here.
her more than Lenny.
It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
I like that her outfit is like simultaneously a skirt but also shorts.
You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Like on first look you think it's a skirt and then you realize they're
Asked
separated.
me to wait here for you. Remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a
See what
lot
I
of
mean?
people here
That's
right
very cool.
now.
Very cool outfit idea.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
You just listening to the fountain, man?
It's the middle of the day.
This guy's like, I can hear the water.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Ooh, I like the fountain,
fact,
like, or the
You might not be imagining
vision
things at
outline.
all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait,
Hmm?
what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
Had to do an impromptu PC reset. We back? Welcome back. Pleasure to have you.
Paimon's really sad? Oh, and
I will
Paimon's
say,
super happy. Oh, and also when
stream
Paimon's
is super
really
delayed, so
sick.
you're probably not going to hear that for a while.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears. Okay.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions...
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Cute.
So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Okay. That was a lot of primos I just got. I think some of it was from like a reoccurring reward feed from the event stuff I was accepting. Music's going hard for no reason. Okay, these guys respond. I can do the correct one now. The Dirge of Copelia. Interesting they make you like choose. I did not mean to click that. I meant to swap. Charge with Osha, thereby drastically increasing the efficacy of exertions of summoning countless whirlwinds of dirge during this phase. Okay, I still don't know what that means. We'll just damage through it.
Here comes the catch. Power of the
There we go. Three mats for there. So now I just gotta find these other pieces. I just gotta figure out where these come from at all. We got a teleporter over here, right? Yeah. Okay. I think it said they're over here. This little event that they're doing that shows you where like materials are is actually kind of big brain. Ugh. So they grow over here is what it's saying. This is okay. Actually, I want to revise my thoughts. This event is actually probably one of the best things they've done on a region launch, because it just showed like every time a region drops, you're like, where do I find these mats? And then you're just searching the whole region for the mats to upgrade the new characters. And this event just tells you where they are. That's actually great. Oh, I kind of want to go over here for the mats, but we can wait. That could be another thing. We'll go see what Lynette's up to. Or Linny's up to. Okay. Enter the opera house. We'll see if we can wrap up part of this and then maybe end stream here, just because it seems like stream's been a little wacky today with my connection, unfortunately.
Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Go to the seats.
Take it easy.
Oh my, okay. They really made a place. They really made a place here, huh? They were not playing around with this update. I made like a whole opera house. The city's crazy. This is impressive. I will not lie.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Wait, Paimon, you're not sitting, by the way. Wait, why are we like staring this guy down?
Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since are sitting together, and the rest of the place is practically empty
Oh,
still.
okay. We're just early, I guess.
Kinda awkward if we don't.
You're up, Paimon. You're the one who never shuts up. That's your job, Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
This is the guy that I thought was voiced by Sea-Dog VA, and he just isn't.
Oh,
He sounds so similar.
so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but
It's getting even more awkward. Just say hi. Introduce yourself.
oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, he wants friends. It's cute.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second.
This guy has playable character plastered all over him.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Pleasure to meet you, rando guy.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is
Monsieur
to have you here to see
Nervillet?
my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Nouvelette. That's a cute name. I like that.
Wait, Nervillet?
Nervilette.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is
Chief
always reserved
Justice?
for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Oh, he's like the Supreme Court.
Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by
Nice.
the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
This is the best
I
god. It's
believe
not
she
even
is trying to
close.
give you a most elegant
It's
and
not even
impressive
close.
first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
She's so funny, bro.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
He's definitely used to her.
between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon.
He's used to her
All
antics.
right, please wait just a moment longer.
That's so funny.
I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start. Paimon can hardly wait. Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before.
I feel like the Hydro Archon just likes to clown around, and the Chief Justice is the one who keeps the boat afloat. You know?
Oh, they're dimming the lights. The show must be starting. Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
I like how Paimon doesn't even have a
One and all
seat.
to
They're
the
like,
opera
nah, she doesn't count.
Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
She's so uninterested.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Smooth.
A magician's greatest skill
Oh,
is making things
transition to
disappear
cutscene.
or appear. The possibilities are endless.
So he doesn't have catboy ears.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Ugh.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
It's gonna be like the Prestige, where they're actually dying or whatever, and there's just clones. Oh wait, spoilers for the Prestige, I guess.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Whoa. He made her naked.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
It's the clone. My guess on how that one worked is, I'm sure they're not going to explain any of this. My guess is that Lynette went backstage. She got her Animo Vision back and then made some sort of like Animo clone or something. And then used Animo powers to do that like little thing. And then just walked back out. That's my guess.
Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Okay.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky
I do think it's
audience
funny.
member.
He's like,
Please, if
the
my
one trick
assistants could
happens,
bring
and
out
he's
the
like,
magical
bet you
boxes
thought that
now.
was enough for a whole magic
There
show.
are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Okay.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick.
This guy really likes his boxes.
Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and
The
see.
lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at
Are
random.
you gonna let me believe you have an actual random number generator?
Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please.
Entire minute.
My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
Okay.
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Wherever that is.
Oh, okay.
She's like, alright, bro.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown?
Come.
Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect.
Okay.
Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
A lot of people in Fontaine have these like purplish eyes. I'm noticing.
Uncomfortable or something. 40, 39, 38.
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Okay.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Bang.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about 25! 24!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them count.
19! 18!
Okay.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to 10 seconds and change is till
10!
Almost there now.
Okay.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Pretty smooth. Yo! Yo, that was one of the assistants. Are they? Did they die? Holy shit!
Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial
He
search of the
died,
area,
bro.
the guards have confirmed that the girl is no... It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Whoa.
The serial disappearances case?
Surprised audience member.
Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth.
Oh God.
The whole thing. Really. Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No. This all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How could Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
she crumbles in front of the Chief Justice. It's so funny.
She's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before... that's right. I mean, you,
Oh my God.
You'll support Linny, won't you? Then there's no problem at all.
You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's
Why does she
help,
want to fight us so
our
bad?
little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Okay.
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this
we're
case?
going lawyer.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Linny. I, a foreigner with no knowledge of the laws of Fontaine, will be your lawyer in this case.
Linney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to...
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
I don't think so.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't... Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever
Was she reading her
happened must
who
have
done?
been
Oh
that
my
which is
god.
possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It
Okay.
wasn't from our travel funds.
We have different accounts or something, Paimon?
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that.
Yeah, don't worry, Traveler.
We'll
Attorney
be
at law.
counting on you.
Got here yesterday.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question.
Where did Lynette go during the first
Where did Lynette
performance?
go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our... 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But
Yeah,
if
it's fair.
revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Okay.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Okay.
Hello,
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Okay. He's like, it's
Deceased
already
is
case closed.
One of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop,
He's
long,
hardworking and
he's
everyone
hardworking
generally liked him,
and
so why would Lenny kill him?
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged.
No shot.
As you
No shot
saw
in this cartoon. Oh, chalk line on for the homie, dude.
And smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing all these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere... If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally
This is
planned.
very weird logic to have.
Person to have access to all these areas.
Now, all of these things happened ever so perfectly, like it couldn't have been an accident. Like, I don't know, man. It kind of sounds like an accident.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're...
So in just a short time, he was not only able... I know there's no such thing as magic. The real... I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Oh boy. You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situations and sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use a perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. So we're definitely going to be doing some whodunits in Fontaine, is what I'm gathering. Excellent. I can appreciate this. I can certainly appreciate this. Is this not a gadget? I thought it was a gadget. Oh no, it's just like a thing I have.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand. Why would it be him?
He's well trusted by his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the box. What if it was Cowell who's behind it? He's new and he gained everybody's trust and everybody liked him, but he's actually the one who set it up and he faked his death. Child's vision. True. Wait. This is where the magic word was struck. If Cowell weren't inside the box at the moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
I think it was lit in advance.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Like a type of flash cotton. Oh, that's why.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material... Wait! Why don't you write all this down?
Interesting. Alright, Maurice.
Hello there. What are you
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the... Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearance.
Were the victims of previous cases?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see them missing, it is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Famous painter. I wonder if any of the other victims have like particular talents or something. The water tank must have struck it really hard. Astute observation. Quentin.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number select?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had to take...
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial
Oh, okay. I can just pull this up whenever.
or some perform. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the...
That much checks out. Linny...
Let's just see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it...
Is there any... Okay. Let's go check her seat. We'll check the boxers and we'll check her seat. Being inside of it, how did he do it? Oh.
I see that you're investigating the area. If you find any new and interesting leads,
We don't have too many thoughts.
then why don't I tell you my...
The thud?
Oh yeah, the big thud.
You mean the sound that happened?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but nice. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that... I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
That does remind Paimon.
Yeah, I feel like that noise is probably important. The big thud that made Paimon go, what was that? Oh, this is not a clue? Hold on, I got sneeze. Okay. She was up here, right? Yeah. Wait. That's not her seat? I wanted to check her seat. I guess here.
Linny's still talking to the guards. I think someone will be assigned to monitor.
Is there a second floor, maybe? I thought her seat was like right over here. But I guess that's not it, maybe? Let's see if I can get upstairs. If I can get upstairs, then I feel like the clue will be up there or something.
Lenny's still talking to the girl. I think someone.
Okay.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Oh, okay. Who this?
You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Okay.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Spina di Rosula?
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
She like a mob boss?
And I, Navia,
Navia.
have the honor of being its renowned president.
Geovision. She looks great though.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm
Boss.
Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, click the wrong button.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my...
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my...
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use...
No need. You don't have to call me boss.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always
Yeah, I like
kept
her
an eye on
fit.
serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too. But how did you
I'm on still got this stupid thing on.
Intuition, naturally. My
Unparalleled intuition.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence. But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was present. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't...
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times. All right, I've answered your question.
Wait a minute, did that...
Well, I say it does. But don't worry. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an
well...
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I, too, think that the traveler's response, no matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trial, and if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence.
Wait!
Assistance?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure.
Or
your companion. if
She
you like.
relented on that.
I'm really...
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in...
Is she gonna be like our Sherlock Holmes or something?
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances.
I know, we already got Sherlock in the game. It's Shikanoe and Hazel.
The talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
I just have shades on indoors.
All right, we'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure...
Okay.
Speaking of that, I think
I can see that.
Maybe I should try to learn some magic.
You need not worry about such things.
Oh.
Okay. Talk to Tristan? Tristane?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the opera house.
No, we're not leaving. Were you always guarding this?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo. So the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity.
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time.
Is this the Prestige? It is the Prestige.
I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Okay.
Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
This thing is magic, he says to the floating toddler. Interested in exits to the opera house. Okay.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Well, I have to ask him his secrets. See what Paimon thinks about the clues.
Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved. We all heard that noise, didn't we? The performance would not have been visible from where the doors were guarded. If Paimon were on duty, she would have snuck back into the audience seating. Whoever the murderer was, they must have... This rope was obvious. People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector...
I was apparently a few minutes behind. The stream is a few minutes behind. Unfortunately. Like when I check it on live or whatever, it's like a little while behind. Which is kind of a problem, and I don't know why that's the case, but it is. So here we are. Like I imagine it's the internet issues I've been having today. I have no idea why it's like that. I imagine it auto adjusts or something. That like if my internet's bad or something, it takes its time.
Which is exactly why I took the position.
Ooh, good little seat. Can I get up to where the Archon was? Side note, what about over here?
Quicker.
Nothing. Alright, we'll go back to Linny. Seems like our investigating's over.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived.
Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Okay, mob boss.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me, and these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine.
Oh, new helpers?
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me.
We'll be heading
We'll
below
be heading
stage.
below stage.
Come.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Okay.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door?
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced
Actually
by a
observant
smooth wooden
traveler.
board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works.
Okay.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using...
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate.
That's so
ensuring that the box
sophisticated.
will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of...
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if...
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Oh, what?
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a
So you
change
are
of
so where's
clothes
your
and
cat
no one
ears?
can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all
Classic
worked.
twin moment.
Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Interesting.
We really don't know how that happened.
Yeah, we're like, is there an exit point
For
here?
that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never... And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more...
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Oh, I guess
Yes,
because
of course, no need to
they
be
could
so
mess with it or
strict
something,
now.
I guess? I don't
I
know.
won't disappear into thin air.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Okay. So the magic trick. Box structure. Audience side. Magic box structure. Okay. I understand. Investigate. Seems to be able to operate automatically. order to return to the magic box above.
Looks like a hook tied to
It's a
the end of
grappling
rope.
hook?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick.
Whatever it is.
A broken vase. Water.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why?
As an investigator, it's weird to assume everything was a part of a trick.
Flip the jug over only for the and here's a broken vase.
That can't be.
Let's
Note it and think about it later. Clothing.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
They took her out of her clothes too?
Clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
right. And do you
Oh my
really
God,
need to
Paimon.
do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective.
Maybe they swapped her clothes to get her out easier? Tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. Event. It's the escape route.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have...
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull it...
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon right. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
So they escaped through here after yoinking her out and changing her clothes, I guess? Wild. Interesting.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene.
I'll be RB before we continue. I go to the bathroom again. Alright, I'm back.
Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber den. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
The plot thickens. Halsey's No wonder Farina was so
Wait a
confident
minute.
in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
I'm thinking. No, I don't think that adds up.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are up...
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice... That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
Indemnitium.
The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the oratrice.
That's how they do court.
The oratrice has its own
Okay.
court and is a judge in its own right.
Kind of wild.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice.
It's kind of funny. The energy of our society depends on court cases. I feel like that's a slippery slope because it's like, we don't have enough court cases for this year's energy quota.
This too will be used by the
Make a new law.
oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed... Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Silver.
Whoa, there's no need for that.
Silver's like, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. Respect.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
I agree.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do it.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks.
Oh, these
If we
guys,
cannot buy
these two
some,
think
then
alike.
We'll simply make some.
These two think alike.
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
What?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Fair enough.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it.
These three are quite the interesting group.
She just made macaroons.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven.
Or some huge macaroons.
Better now. Paimon can't
Or macarons, I think is the pronunciation.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg.
I was applauding.
And
I was
giving
applauding.
encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy. Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency.
It's true.
Or your macarons will crack.
It's true.
Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven.
Only 3?
Well,
They have little faces on them.
treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is demoiselle. No need for concern. I merely...
Okay.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also... The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack...
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The missing girl and the
The
deceased.
bass and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
Hmm.
resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
What if she's the culprit? And she just wanted to kill that guy.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
My thing is, like, do we know for a fact that the body is the guy's?
True. None of the clues we found, but the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off.
I feel like Cowell might be behind it then.
Nor does
I
she
feel like
have
it's a fake
any
death,
motive.
maybe.
The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough from the sound of things? This is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're...
They are my specialty after all.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less...
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Let me take her
Paimon knows
macarons.
that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon?
So wait, where'd the macarons go? What?
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stuff.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have... Loose, set up the stove again if...
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want...
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Wait, what's going on here?
Well, this really...
I mean, if I'm not telling the truth, that's
Well, that's it for snack
that's a
time.
little
I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied.
All right, thanks for your help. And...
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
probability of third person being involved. That's what I'm saying. I think it was like the new guy, the guy who died. I think he like faked his death or something.
ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation. Whoever the murderer was, this is probably a prop too. Oh, looks like it could hook onto a lot of things. Like the traveler's fishing rod.
Think they grappling hooked out of here?
This flower vase is probably a prop for the show. But it also could have been used in the crime.
Not sure about the trolley meant to transport the magic box.
Paimon doesn't get this at all. You think about it for a bit, traveler. Why would it be hit? Well, there was no chance Paimon could have seen that the box had 2 layers. And that's why only the 2 of them can perform this trick. There was no third person. And Paimon didn't eat more than 3 macarons either. Digging a tunnel just for a magic trick? Whew, that must have been a lot of work. That size wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon.
Seems there's still more Potential evidence. Can I investigate? Can I like go into investigation mode?
Why would it be him? Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well.
Oh, there's relevant evidence and relevant clues. Okay. I guess not. It's in the water too. Wait, what if she was the water being and that's her corpse? I don't know. We will use the skip time function in the meantime. Zoop. Is it morning or day? Morning. Okay. See if we can wrap up our case here. Participate in the trial. This is the thing that judges. It's behind the curtain. Okay. I see. Okay. Hopefully we got everything.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan.
Are they gonna make me do the thought thing?
Don't just happen.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny, besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
Okay.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might.
No. We're already very grateful.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected, of course. The guilty, but don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you,
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Okay.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
No, I got it. It's not another.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Clearly reviews the details of the measure. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his
What if she's just like, no, I just wanted to know how the trick worked.
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Scott is so silly,
There
bro.
is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact,
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And
Ooh.
if I may ask,
Some fancy editing
what
here.
did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for—
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lenny not know about the sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Mm.
Look at those scales.
These are just her sugar daddy.
Those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
You're the Hydro Archon?
Aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Pom pom. They're Fatui. Pom pom.
No wonder they did something like this.
God damn, bro. Everybody
Feel the
instantly hates
damages
them.
What the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
Damn,
I
bro.
got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now.
Yeah, I feel like they should have told us that one, huh?
The Outlander is speechless. My oh my,
Jesus,
don't they look
stupid.
flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
Best God, bro.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems
The
like
all night.
the work from last night is really paying off.
Hey, Lenny.
So silly.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow first. When the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
As concealed as identities could have been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. And now.
Please answer my question.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the center.
What should we do now?
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys.
Order! Order! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly, in that case,
Well, I'm the lawyer, come on.
dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep.
She's awesome. I love the Hydro Archon. She's so stupid. So funny, bro.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that. I'm sorry, Travel.
Yeah.
Paimon just... We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
And you're Fadui, just like Child, our bestie.
Not to the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry.
Probably
and
important to
reasonably
mention,
so,
though, for your
please,
case.
I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just... But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
The lie
truth
of
is very
omission.
important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this all
Right.
isn't just another lie?
So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, you met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me.
Sorry. Please.
Well, you both say that, but
Where did you actually go while the triggers were fun? Well, yeah, why wouldn't you tell us the real trick? We're trying to defend you out here.
Of course. I'll answer any question you... We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
So during the performance you were
During our
investigating it?
investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Fatui spies.
is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course.
The plot
I
thickens.
was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost... After that, the homicide...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge.
I wonder if this has something to do with the
Because you
voice
don't
we
trust
heard, like in
Fatui,
the
there's nothing
ether.
I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a
We have the
seriously
key evidence we
watertight-
need.
Huh?
Traveler's got to figure it out, bro.
She gets what you
A
need.
Giga Brain. Linny's statement. The voice in the Oratrice core chamber. Anything in this room? No? Alright, Your Honor. I've got the case. The brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trial
Both parties have
reconvenes.
returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Aha! Can I say objection? Use evidence and clues can as a refute any erroneous assertions of facts and replace them with new inferences. Use your reputations to convince the audience, or refutations, to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The Oratrice will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Begin? Okay.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught So Linny proceeded to knock him out too, but afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box. And there you have it. That's the truth.
Does the defendant's side have any objection?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linny experienced, and what he saw.
Okay. As does the countdown begin? Linny and Halsey's fight.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
The voice in the Oratrice chamber. Strange sound during the magic show.
Seem...
Now maybe you're dressing? Oh, the voice?
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual...
Knocked Cowell out. This is where the dress would be.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Ace Attorney out here. This is cool.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore...
But we still have proof. It's basically just his statement.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing.
That's right!
My reason...
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say Cowell bumped into Linny by chance.
That's the case! Then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed
Stupid
to
mask.
kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
You barely know us.
Well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back
How you
your
refuted
claim?
Linny's alibi initially.
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has now become a critical clue. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. This is funny. So it's probably this one.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
But to be fair, this is just his statement that he wasn't in the
Use such logic.
tunnel.
Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
It was his assistant. Once you then complete this logic chain. Guard's investigation report indicates the fireworks released in the energy ignited and burned through the ropes suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall. Oh, was it the girl and she just wanted to kill Craig? I had that assumption. Clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason of this remains unknown.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme?
This one. That fireworks releasing in the energy ignited and burned through the ropes of in the tank. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Crowell in the box. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, only the members of the troop would have been able to tamper with the props. So, what's this?
Could there have been a third person involved? The
Or
deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
was it him? Hypothesis correct? He did it. He faked his death.
That can't be right.
Oh, is that so?
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to...
Oh.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted it? The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lenny as well. Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that.
No. Oh, know him? So I'm thinking...
No one entered or left the
this one.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Halsey's clothing was in the... Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. No one entered or left...
Oh, is it these ones then?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Wait, no, that's what I did before, right? So then is it... Wait, what?
The sound we heard may have come from...
I'm a little confused why it like keeps... Like, why does it keep adding him back?
The
That's...
sound we heard may have come... Lenny was not in the tunnel. It
Okay.
would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. Halsey's clothing was...
Oh, does the order matter? Cowell's plan in the situation inside the tunnel. How can we envisage Lenny as having been unable to interfere in the crime?
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
Okay, so first clue.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash. It would have been tough for both.
Maybe this one then? And then...
No one entered or left the opera house. The deceased.
So this one, and then the enter and exit.
No one entered or left.
No. Those two are wrong. Those two are right. Oh wait, was that correct? Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. Strange noise could have likely been the sound of Cowell. Yeah. So to get the count on magic box in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one left or entered. So taking her. There'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteed.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I see how it is. So
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider it different? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial...
If only we knew how Halsey
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Escaping from the water tank. The water?
excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the
Isn't that our side, though?
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Wait a second. Ace Attorney.
He was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been
in the water.
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Oh, so they just didn't give me all the clues. I understand.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just how could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking. Must we really? I should think that of magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
The guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are...
Water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many
I knew it was
entries
Cal.
concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
She dissolved in the water,
One of
and like
these
the
tubes
like
was
the
labeled
prophecy.
Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of
They
test
dissolved her, bro.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's
The
just
prophecy's coming true. They're dissolving the people.
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Order!
Oh, he's got a
It is
cane.
undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has
Drip.
yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that
veracity?
these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue exam. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence. So
Of course. Thank you. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that
Water from the primordial sea.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was... Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Hmm.
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. I remember there was some... The deceased's name is Now it seems like the hook... The water from the primordial...
Nah. Hmm.
The deceased's name is Cowell,
What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution?
The water from the primordial sea. The water from the primordial sea. The rope that held the water tank up. The water from the primordial sea.
Bro, they dissolved her.
I remember there was... Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic...
Oh, triggering mechanism. Okay. I'm just silly.
It's ace detect in the original plan. Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing.
Hmm.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that I shall now invite him on stage to share...
Oh, new evidence.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's actually a
We
pretty
were
interesting
just
quest.
inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea
Among Lenny's personal effects. Got him.
What?
He's the accomplice.
I see. Does this not clear, my dear citizens? My loyal.
Begin refutation.
Lenny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent, having made modifications to the props beforehand. His accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lenny desired
Sole credit for making her dissolve.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. Is this the end of the road?
Nah. What? I didn't get to refute.
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now. I believe this
Oh,
is indeed
our partner's gonna come back with more evidence.
Now then, my good, noble. Excuse me, everyone, but I must.
Objection! New evidence.
I must ask you not to shout and to respect the...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lenny. What in the world is...
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry, Spina di but as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
What?
I understand.
Okay.
And voila.
Where she's just back.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing...
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it...
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin?
I'm the one who killed Cowell?
Sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowell.
I knew it was her.
I admit it.
I knew it.
What? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey.
Lillian.
It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
A Mondstadter,
I
no!
heard that Lenny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there, and I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago.
It was the original thief we saw.
Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
Mm-hmm.
He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped
Oh,
into the
because she's a
tunnel to
monster, the water didn't work.
I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped
Oh,
out
there
after
was
the
the
first guard
box
arrived at
that
the
was
scene and continued
haphazardly
hiding inside the opera
stuffed. I remember seeing that, or like observing that. She was right there.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it.
So she didn't
Had
tamper
I
with
known
that, though.
I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
So maybe his plan was to have the box just crushed and then disappeared.
This time, we need to tell the entire...
But she wasn't. Wait, what? But she wasn't dissolved. That's what I'm trying to like refute here.
The strange sound wasn't from a
Oh,
fire.
okay.
It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was...
Gotcha. This one.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up.
Seeing Lilianne and Cal.
Lily-Ann
She
was
changed.
afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so
She returned to the scene of the crime. Classic.
Having been selected out of the blue, her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved. He did not know that Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine.
But a thief who'd made her way in by stealing a ticket. Ah, so it's supposed to be a Fontainian.
Mistakenly believing that the
I understand, I understand.
scene needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting with no way of escaping. She changed her clothes and hid in...
Interesting. I wonder why Cowell wanted the tank to drop on the box, though. Was it to hide the water evidence, maybe?
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So,
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons.
So she swiped two of them. I knew she was... Okay, I knew something was going on there. But how would she have taken it while we were just chatting there?
So that... Bravo!
Dun dun.
Now then, Lady
Law and
Farina,
order.
do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I
She's
request
trying
the
to
prosecution
leave.
not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
She's so funny, bro.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments.
Wow! Look at that!
She's a deflated balloon. No, she's so sad.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank
Aha,
to
he
fall,
wanted to cover up the
which would
evidence.
conceal the water left behind after the young woman was
Aha,
dissolved.
that makes sense.
He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop, and hide the water.
Little did he know he would be the one inside the box. That's brutal, bro.
During the preparation of the magic box, and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Damn, bro.
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Got him.
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
It's gonna be like, guilty. Interesting. So it gives him like the verdict.
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared
Not guilty. Nice.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Dun dun. Accomplice.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Dun dun.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
Coupon Town? What? What are you talking
I was
about?
just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now. And
They're making drugs out of the primordial
the
seawater.
disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
He's dissolving! Bro! They dissolved him. Yo, they puddled him.
And now he can no longer talk.
Yo, Genshin's popping off. They killed 2 people in this update.
I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Oh, man.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please.
This is a much
wait.
longer quest than I thought it'd be, but it was very good. They dissolved him,
I know
bro.
you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me.
Yeah, Fatui. I'm gonna go hang out with my friend Child.
Let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess. But regardless, I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave,
The
approached
knave.
recruiting us back then too.
A knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind, back when our parents
Sure.
first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks.
Okay.
He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner.
That doesn't seem too bad either.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was.
Yo, what?
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bed. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic
Oh my
regardless
God.
of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. And they have their ways of
She was gonna, like,
managed to ferret out the
pawn her
location of
off,
the
basically.
mansion
That's
of that
gross.
so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood.
Oh.
And the knave standing there in the
The
darkness.
knave saved her.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a
Oh my
basement,
God.
all of them orphans. Father, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she... The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our...
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave is still after the Gnosis, isn't she?
Has her own plans.
Interesting.
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
They have a unique chemical
All of us
makeup
house
that lets them
members
dissolve into
Lady
water.
Arachino
Holy
herself
dude.
included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
Oh, so
To us
she's also
orphans,
from Fontaine.
The only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family,
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed
I'm
at
sorry, but I
carrying
still
that
can't completely trust you, dang bro.
It's all right. I understand. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, I have never stopped making
So
my
why
own
is Child
decisions,
here?
and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me.
Bye, Linny.
I don't think it's all that bad. I feel like we're being a little harsh.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navi?
Well, this whole thing isn't
What do you mean?
exactly
I was like-
over, is it?
I was right over there.
I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Looking at the serial. We're expert detectives.